Hey He fans, this is a hopefully quick addendum to the Origins Battle Cat review that I just did. I did a whole bunch of comparisons, and we know that the vintage He-Man fits no problem on the Origins Battle Cat, but what I didn't do in that review, and I like to be really thorough with comparisons and compatibility, a couple of people have asked, does the Super 7 vintage style He-Man fit on the Origins Battle Cat? And that's a fantastic question because I get if some people aren't really a fan of, maybe more so it's the head sculpt than the body, and they're looking for something maybe a little more vintage looking. It doesn't get more vintage looking than the Super 7 vintage He-Man, and I wanted to just do a video to actually show you if this guy fits or not, because he does have a different hip articulation than the original He-Man. The original one is on rubber, and it bends all sorts of ways. No worries about breaking it. Maybe at this point we can worry about breaking the rubber, but the Super 7 vintage style He-Man has these new types of hip joints. They're a little scary. They tend to snap. I believe one of them is really tight on mine too, so this is going to be a good test because it sort of moves on the one. It is tight, and then the other one, I don't really dare try to force it because these do snap. So that's a good question and a good challenge. Does the Super 7 vintage style He-Man fit on Origins Battle Cat? Yes. I'm going to say yes. Even with my particular figure, with the one hip joint that I can twist it this way no problem. I don't really want to be bending it in and out. It seems to be stuck in there. And the other one is not all that bendy either. Even with the seemingly limited articulation of my Super 7 He-Man, he fits fantastic. So I know some folks have had trouble getting theirs on there. Maybe they have even less range than mine does, but I would say mine has pretty limited range, and he's on there really good. He might not be fitting all the way down to the seat, but in terms of display, I would say if you just twist the legs a little bit when you get in there, I would say that's fantastic. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. I don't feel like he needs to go all the way down to the saddle. I don't know how good that would look. His legs might have to go even further out, if they could. They should be able to, but I don't know how good that would look. So just the way that is right now, I would say that yes, the Super 7 He-Man, even if you've got some really tight joints on yours, is compatible with the Origins Battle Cat. And I honestly like how that looks. I think that looks fantastic. The Super 7 He-Man on the original vintage Battle Cat, I don't know. I mean, it'll always be this guy on the original Battle Cat for me. But in terms of like a newer, kind of updated He-Man on a Battle Cat, I kind of like how this guy looks on here. And Super 7 never did their own Filmation Battle Cat. I don't know if they needed to, but this is certainly a Filmation Battle Cat, and I think this is more a Filmation He-Man than this is. This might look like the new Netflix show. That's probably the design of the new Netflix show being done by Kevin Smith. But if you want Filmation He-Man on Filmation Battle Cat, this is a fantastic combination right here. So there you go, Super 7 vintage style He-Man and the Origins Battle Cat compatibility test. And the He-Man passes with flying colors. So hope that answers your questions and is useful to you. Take care everyone, and Nerdmas Day.